Okay, so today we're going to be doing an install of the Broaddict half roof rack for my 2022 Ford Bronco. So the first thing you want to do is take all your pieces and lay them all out. And it's important to figure out which is the front and the rear. So in this case, you're going to see a little notch in the front, a little notch in the back for the rear. So your next step is to go ahead and line up the sidebar. What you want to do is make sure that they're lined up with these holes towards the rear, and then go ahead and sink in your screws. You're going to again go ahead and repeat for the other side. So again, take your sidebar, line them up, go ahead and find your holes. And then begin sinking your screws. Now the kit provides you with a Torx 30 key to fit these Torx 30 bolts. So either using the key or one of your own Torx bit tools, go ahead and start threading the screws. Don't thread them all the way, just get them nice and loose before we move on to the next part. Alright, if you have one, next what you're going to do is grab a Torx specific wrench and set it to 19 foot-pounds and go ahead and torque down those T30 bolts you have. Alright, our next step is to go ahead and install the crossbars. The one thing you're going to note is that the side with the single hole is going to be facing up, and the side with the rounded edge is going to be facing the front. Go ahead and take it, line up, and then go ahead and start sinking your screws. My Allen key down inside of the hole there. Go ahead and sink them. And I would say don't tighten all these down all the way. You want to make sure that we get all the screws in there, and you want to make sure everything's nice and aligned and square. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten all these other ones down, and I'll be right back. The next step of the install is to get the rack on the roof of the car as it's assembled. Now I did this by myself, but I recommend bringing a friend to help you install. The first thing you're going to want to do is identify where the front and the rear is, and you can see that the rear is slightly thicker than the front. So you want to make sure that this is all lined up. If that's not installed properly, then you can have a problem. So that's the first you want to do. And the second thing is, on the bottom of these, you're going to have a little clamp. And those clamps need to go into the little grooves that you see right here. And then the next step would be to go ahead and tighten those down. So we're going to go ahead and get a wrench and tighten this part down. Alright, good. You're going to go ahead and repeat that for all four corners. Now earlier I said to leave these just a little loose when installing. That would give you enough play with these to make sure that you have everything all nice and centered up. So now that we have everything all centered up, we're going to go ahead and tighten these down. Again, you can use your own tool, or you can use the tool that's been provided with the kit. Alright, now to finish off the install, we're going to take the little covers that were provided, set these in place like so. Go ahead and set your screw in place. Tighten that down. Start your cover, and then repeat for all four sides. And folks, there you have it. Install is complete.